said I wanted to do. So this is going to be between Dr. Elsey's and Boxy Pro. I think I wrote Boxiecat Pro, but it's Boxy Pro. So the reason why I'm doing this is because we have a little robot, which is a little robot 3 Connect, and I find that Elsey's makes more of a clump, more of like a wet clump, and it doesn't dry as quickly as Boxy Pro. So because of this, I wanted to change, and I wanted to say like, hey, let me try and compare these two. So this is actually one of the top rated cat litters, Dr. Elsey's Ultra, and it's unscented. It is fine for multi-cats. And see, it just says that it's, see, so it has medium green granules. It says the result is an excellent clumping litter that prevents moisture from reaching the bottom of the litter box while preventing a clump that will not break. In my opinion, false. So if you guys have seen the footage of the little robot, you will clearly see there are these huge freaking chunks of litter that's really gross. And you end up having these chunks that kind of fall after, after the cycle is done. You guys have seen the streams. I've done like hours of the cats, the little robot cycling and cycling and cycling. So because I have been a little pissed off about this, a little pissed, shall I say, I decided that we will get this Boxy Pro. So Boxy Pro is a litter. And by the way, I have Oreo over here. Oreo, are you gonna use your litter box now? Oreo, can you move? Can you move, Oreo? Oreo, that's not a litter box for you. Okay. So Boxy Pro is supposed to be a superior litter. It is finer. If you look at this, it's 16 pounds, and they say one bag lasts a cat for 1 month. So for Elsey's, it comes out to, I believe, 3 cents an ounce. For Boxiecat Pro, it comes out to about 5 to 7 cents an ounce. So it's about like close to double or so of the regular litter. And by the way, in case you want to know who's going to be using the litter box, we have someone here. Shit, hold on. Oh crap, that freaking nightlight, you guys. Oreo, turn your, damn it. So this is proof, you guys. Nightlight, Oreo's tail is still sticking out. So I'm going to turn off the nightlight because even with Oriole's face right in the litter box, I think Hannah called it out. She said, oh yeah, he's just going to put his head down. And that's exactly what Oriole did. See that? Ah, Oreo. Oreo, I need you to face the other freaking way. Yeah, I know. At least he's covering it, unlike Clinton. I gotta watch his paws now. Oreo, can you... Oh, crap. I gotta move my trees. Sorry, Oreo. I don't have to jump out onto the frickin' litter. I'm doing my little experiment in front of the litter box. Oh, I just hope he didn't poop on... step in his back paws. I mean, poop in the back paws. It's like he's covering something. I can definitely tell he's covering something. See, he is digging. Let's see him jump out. Oh no, it looks like he's peeing sideways. My bad, he's pooping sideways. I don't know what that was. So he's actually pooping right now? Oh gosh, he's pooping on the liner. Let's see if he covers it. You guys will be able to see. I know, privacy there is none. So he's not facing the light. I don't know what he was doing. Maybe he was peeing one way and he's pooping the other way. But he is definitely pooping right now. I see them turds. Oh, jeez, Oreo, that's what I can smell this. Yeah, he always finds the edge. I know. Let's see him. See if he covers it. What the hell is that, Oreo? What the hell is that? Why is he scratching the globe? I don't know if you guys can see it, but he's not covering his turd all the way. Oreo, you gotta scoop upwards. He's scratching the rubber. Oh, Oreo. Cover the turd, Oreo. Let's see if he covers the turd. What the? Oreo, the turd's the other way. Come on now. It's on your right. What the hell are you doing, Oreo? Why is he scratching the rubber? He's trying to cover it. And yeah, Oreo was not very successful at that. Okay, so let's see. I don't know what the hell this cat is doing. So let's check out. Let's see how he covered his turd. Someone's gonna be like, I didn't ask for this, you guys. Okay, so Oreo mostly covered his turd right there. Oh my gosh, it smells terrible. So, does it work? Partially. But at least his turd is right at the edge over there. So see, it was flat. And we will see. We will see how this turd is. Hold up, you guys. I gotta watch freaking Oreo cat over here. Oreo! I gotta watch his paws. Oreo, can you come over here, Oreo? Let me see if you have poop on your paws. And some? And some. Okay, Oreo has urine on his paw, so I gotta wipe his front paw. I think what he did is he peed with his tail sticking out, and then afterwards Oreo, where are you going? After he peed, he decided to poop sideways. So he has pee on his back paw. Damn it, Oreo. So I don't know how to switch this. Seems like the night light doesn't really work. Gonna be honest here. Yeah, it does not seem to work perfectly. Hold on, I gotta wash my hands. Damn it, Oreo. I tried. Okay, so this is actually perfect for my stream because you guys get to not only watch the poop parted, but you guys can, while I'm waiting for this thing, you guys get a review of the Boxiecat litter in terms of the clumping ability. So, hold on, let me get the water. Dang it, here we go. So this is set for 15 minutes. And Oreo did his little thing over here. So let's see. I still think the inside just isn't big enough for a cat like Oreo who is used to being outside. Yeah, you could see that he does seem to like poop on the edge. There isn't really much space for him, but here's the thing, right? Clinton has no issue with the pee on his back paw. It's just Oreo. So when you guys had seen when you see Oreo, right, if he pees during the front edge, right, which is what you saw clearly with his tail, right, that's why the pee goes downstream and it hits his back paws. So this is going to happen in 15 minutes. Again, we will have to see if there is any poop smear. Let me show this for you guys. But right now it looks pretty clean in here, right? Pretty clean. We got the poop on that side. We will see in 15 minutes if this thing will start smearing the walls. In the meantime, you guys will see my Boxiecat Pro review because we got about 15 minutes. Okay. So Elsey's, I already told you guys about Boxiecat. Boxiecat is over here. So they have 100% money back guarantee. They say it's a deep, clean, scent-free, probiotic clumping clay litter. And it's supposed to be a flat top clump. So with Elsey's, I find that the urine goes straight down. With this one, hopefully it just stays up on top like a hockey puck. They say scoops easily, stays clean, 99% dust free. And wait, is this thing leaking already? Is there a hole here? Uh-oh, there's a puncture here somewhere. Yeah, this is not the frickin'... I don't know if you guys can see it, but there is a hole there. I don't know where the frickin' litter's coming out from, but... See this? I know some people are like, oh my gosh, Erica. So this one, they're supposed to have probiotics. See? And it hardens a lot faster, and it's supposed to cut a lot of the scent out. So right now the problem with Elsey's is that this smells like a freaking litter box for sure. I can't stand it. I mean, like, especially with Oriole's poop over here, you can see, let me show you guys this one. You can see when Oriole moves the thing around, you can see it doesn't look like there's that much litter in here, right? Because he shuffles the litter around, and there's only about 10 pounds of litter in this little robot at any given time. So it's kind of low. And let me open this up, and I'll pour it out, and you guys can see. I'm also going to do an experiment where I heard that cats pee about 1/4 a cup of water. No, half a cup of water a day, about 2 to 3 times a day. So if they pee a total of half a cup, and maybe I interpret it wrong, then I got 1/4 a cup, and I'm just going to put water. This is clean litter for Elsey's, and this is clean litter for Boxiecat. And we will see how good the clumping ability is with 1/4 cup of water. See? So although it is more expensive, they said that it's supposed to be longer lasting. We will see. We will see how this works. So here is this part. Here's this part. Yeah, little. So it's a resealable bag, unlike Elsey's. And if you look inside, the granules look much finer than Elsey's as well. See, there's Elsey's, and here's Boxiecat. Oreo, what are you doing over here? This is not a litter box, Oreo. Come on, move, move. So I'm gonna pour some in here, and I'm gonna fill it to about the 3/4 level mark. And that looks about the same, right? About the same. Okay, let me grab some. I know people are like, oh my goodness. So the litter over here feels much more finer than Elsey's. So again, this is clean litter. Both of them's clean litter. This one feels more gentle. I've heard that some people say that Boxiecat, or yeah, is this called Boxiecat? Boxy Pro, feels like it cuts into the cat's paws. I don't sense that. It feels really soft. It feels like a nice exfoliator scrub, really gentle. Elsey's feels more like stepping on gravel for sure. So, yeah, but this one says it's supposed to reduce the tracking. So we will see what happens. And I have 1/4 cup of water scoop, and I am going to time each one for 15 minutes. So I will need some help over here. Can someone do the 15-minute timer? I'm assuming Nick is in here, aka Anonymous Individual. Do you want to do it after I pour this? So I'm gonna do 1/4 cup in each one, and then we will see how it is. How it clumps in 15 minutes. I might also do a little small commercial break in this. Okay, so after I do it, I'll tell you when. Okay, so this is, oops. Why did I do it on top of here? Not too smart, Erica. Okay, here. Here's Elsey's. You can see that one over there. And here's Boxiecat Pro. So you can instantly see This one, when we can see the big difference over here. I don't have another litter scoop, so I'm just going to use a spoon. And we will give this 15 minutes. So start the time, 15 minutes to harden, because this will be synonymous, or this will be very similar to the little robot. Remember, the little robot, the longest time I have is 15 minutes. So my hope is that this one appears to be the superior one versus the Elsey's Ultra. And I couldn't find any comparison video between Elsey's Ultra and Boxy Pro. So this is the reason why I'm making this video. Again, Elsey's Ultra, Boxiecat Pro over here. And looking at this, it looks like, yeah, we'll see. This one looks like it's going to be a harder consistency. I could be wrong. This one's probably going to be like lumpy. And yeah, so I will be back in a second. And we will interrupt that for freaking Litter Robot doing Oreo food. And let me know when the 15-minute timer comes up. So since I know how this thing is set up, I know that we're going to see the little robot before we pan over to this thing again. So this gives me enough time to clean up a bit over here, just a little. I spilled some litter, and I dropped some water here. And that's okay. It's just water. Okay, here's this Boxiecat Pro. Put this off on the side. I don't know why my bag is leaking. Oh. Yeah, my bag has a hole in it. I don't know if this litter is super sharp or what, but let me show you this really quickly. If you look at the litter here, you see these little holes here? You see it? Hole over here. Hole over here. This litter is actually puncturing the plastic. Yikes. See it? Hole. Hole. And these are the only two holes that I see. I'm sure there's other holes too as well. I'm just not spotting it. So not the best packaging for the litter. I don't have this problem with Elsey's for sure. Just something to keep in mind. I don't want to say they should use thicker plastic, because plastic is not good for the environment, but that's what I'm kind of leaning towards right now. And let's see how the resealable section is. This doesn't seem like to be the Rick. Okay, look. I have no problem resealing a bag. This is not the best seal. Okay, there we go. It takes a little bit more effort. But it does reseal. Normally I wouldn't even bother with that. I would just leave it open, or alternatively, right? Use a, what do they call it? A binder clip. So here it is. And while I do this, you guys can watch the little robot. This is nothing interesting. This is me just sweeping up. Making use of that 15 minutes. And yeah, it definitely seems like it will trek more, but I'm not too sure, because it's like, I know the cats, when they jump out, they do trek litter around the place. If you look around the little robot, we do have some litter. It's not nearly as bad as before, for sure. But this has turned into a watch Oreo's poop / 15-minute timer elapsed for this. And yeah, let's see here. I actually should get one of those litter, litter mats, but I just think just sweep it up. There's so much cat hair here all the time. I comb the cats, there's cat fur, and there's still always a cycle of cat fur. Always. Can never get away from that. Oh crap, that wasn't good. So let's see here. Come on, go here. Here we go. So I know that the little robot's gonna elapse faster than this. So guarantee you guys can check the shape. I'm not fiddling faddling with it at all. And you guys can check the little robot. Oh no, here we go. Here we go. So I'm worried about it smearing. We will see. So where's Oreo's poop from the side? So we see Oreo's turd. It got covered with litter. He has soft stools, by the way. It seems like it got covered. Oh goodness. See that? Oh goodness, you see that smear? You see that smear there? Okay, one more there. So his poop caused a smear. You can also see the litter hanging upside down, and that's the reason why I'm moving. I want to move over to Boxiecat, because the liquid goes straight down, and it causes these freaking chunks that just fall. So yeah, you can see when it's going back in original position, I do have a poop smear right there. I don't think that Boxiecat will, oh my god, look, see, that poop is just like falling back down. But we still got a poop smear in there. The poop's gonna go fall back in the clean litter now. See the poop over there? Right there. Either that or it's gonna stick to the walls. Yep, no, the poop's still there. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna fall. Oh no, it did fall. You can see it's right at the liner base. So this is the downside of having a cat with soft stools, just being very real over here. 15 minutes is not long enough for this thing to harden. And I don't know how Boxiecat will work, because I need Oreo to cover his poop completely, right? So let's go back to this thing over here, and you guys will see how it is. How many more minutes do I have, by the way, over here? So I wanted it at 15 minutes. I'm probably sure it's like maybe 7 minutes left, something like that. Maybe more. 7 minutes left. Okay, 7 minutes left. So I don't have a scoop for this thing, so I'm just going to use a regular big spoon to lift up the litter, and we'll see how this thing works. And yeah, so 7 minutes. Let's look at it really quickly. I'm just going to tap it. This one feels, on the top it feels about the same. So I can't tell you how it is until the clumps actually form. But the big thing would be, right, how would it be for poop? But that requires Oreo to cover the whole thing, you know, like moving it like this. It's easier, I feel like, but I don't know what the hell Oreo was doing. You saw him earlier. If you guys turn back, he was like tapping the globe like off on the rubber, and I was like, Oreo, you gotta like, don't look at the globe, like look at the litter and scoop the litter onto your poop. But Oreo didn't do that, so that's the reason why we have a litter, a poop smear right inside of the globe. And we will close up. See that? That's a poop smear. This is why I need Glandix butt wipes. It is unavoidable. Oreo not covering. He could probably can't stand the smell either. Actually, from what I hear, they should be able to they should be able to cover their poop, right? I mean, like, Oreo knows how to cover poop. It's just like, I don't know what the hell he was doing touching the globe, like just patting the globe. And I'm like, Oreo, focus on the litter. You need to cover your poop. Like, he tries to cover his poop. He just is kind of unsuccessful at it. But that's for the litter robot. For the regular litter box, I don't see him have any issue. But keep in mind, the regular litter box is so much bigger. Nah, it's gonna go in the dishwasher. And plus, this is clean litter. This is a clean litter plus regular water. So technically, if I wanted to, I could grab it with my hands because it's clean. Um, yeah. So this was just water and litter, and these are old takeout trays that we had. I threw it in the dishwasher and I had them in the recycling bin, and then I thought, hey, let me use this for the freaking experiment. So if you guys want to check out these two litters, they are in the description below, and you can see exactly which one we bought. We have the 40-pound Dr. Elsey's, and then we also have Boxy Pro, which is 16 pounds. Yeah, 16 pounds of litter. And I will see how this works. I'm going to empty out the Elsey's after this stream, wipe it up, put the Boxy Pro in there, and then I can tell you guys, hey, is there a difference in the smell or not? Because right now, right, I have baking powder in there, I have fresh wave in there, I have a charcoal filter in there, and it still clearly smells like a litter box. So it's just the smell of the ammonia from all the cat urine. It's like overwhelming. So this kind of stuff. Orioles always had smelly poops. As long as I can remember. So we changed him over to food. The vet analyzed his stool, and his poops look much better on prescription food. However, it still smells. So it's not like he has parasites or worms or anything like that. It's just like his poop smells like terrible. And he's on probiotics too. He's on probiotics every day. So I don't know what causes his poop to smell so bad. But with the litter robot, right? Downside, even with the light, Oreo is still peeing with his tail sticking outward. When he goes into the regular litter box, he has that same issue. He'll just step into the litter box and then he'll pee immediately after he walks in. So, and the old litter box was so much bigger than the litter robot. It's just his habit, right? He'll walk in, pee with his backside facing us, right? And then, yeah, that's it. So I need Oreo to pee sideways or pee facing us, not tail to us. So 2 minutes and 30 seconds less. Yeah, so we will see how this thing is. I don't know if, I don't think my spoon is big enough, but this is gonna have to work. Oh, okay. So we are pretty up, getting there up in time. Just the feel between Elsey's and Boxiecat Pro, I rather go with Boxy Pro rather than Elsey's, at least for the feel. Like, it's so much more finer. How would I describe it? I would describe it like, imagine if you're going to the beach and you have coarse sand versus fine sand. That's how it is. So if I step on any litter, I rather step on the Boxiecat Pro versus the Elsey's Ultra. But keep in mind, right? This is about double the price of Elsey's. So yeah, there is a price premium there. And we'll see how this thing is. What I want to do is I want to see, and maybe this wasn't the correct container. Maybe I needed a much larger container for this. But I wanted to see how well the clump would form, as well as if it hit all the way in the bottom. And I kind of feel like it is going to hit all the way in the bottom because this tray isn't very big. So if I had a much bigger tray, it would have probably worked better. But at least I can tell you about the clumps, and I can tell you, hey, does this thing harden? How does this thing harden? 30 seconds. Okay. Black sand beach versus Hapuna white sand beach. Okay, so I did Elsey's Ultra first, so I'm gonna scoop Elsey's Ultra and then go over to Boxiecat. And we'll see how this thing is. Again, this is clean litter with water. So, and the container has been through the dishwasher. So if I wanted to, I could scoop it with my hands. This is obviously not cat urine or anything like that. Okay, we got time. Okay, so let's look below. Let's go closer here, and we will use our handy dandy spoon. And let me get a napkin. It doesn't have to be exact, but let's see how this clump looks. So this clump looks pretty good. See that? And if it feels pretty solid. See? Feels pretty solid. I don't have any problem with the clump, see? It looks okay to me. Alright, let's go over to Boxiecat. Okay, so between this one and this one, let's try and cut it with a spoon. This one is a lot more like a hockey puck. This one, I can cut it pretty easily. So this one, I would say that you can probably crumble it more, see, than this one. There we go. So do I think it makes a big difference? In terms of how it functions, I feel they're pretty close. That's just me. That's just me. I guess the ultimate thing will be when it goes into the little robot. But in terms of clumping ability, they both seem to clump pretty damn well. This one I feel clumps a little cleaner. See? Versus this one, I feel like you're more prone to having chunks. But it's not bad. It's really not bad. So Elsey's and Boxy Pro are both rated highly for the little robot. Between the two, I would say Boxiecat Pro seems to be superior. But again, right? Remember, this is about double the price. So if your litter seems to be okay with Elsey's Ultra, I think you'll be fine with it. But for us, there's just so much freaking litter that sticks to the bottom. That's why I wanted to move over to Boxiecat Pro. We will see. We will see if I make the switch over to Boxiecat Pro. Will the litter stick to the bottom and will it be cleaner? Will Oreo be able to more successfully cover his poop, for instance? I don't think that I will be able to solve Oreo peeing on his back paws because that is a position issue. You guys saw earlier Oreo when he walked in, his freaking tail was sticking out, which I need to fix. But yeah, so having the light in this direction does not solve that. Oreo would just put his head down, which is what Hannah accurately predicted. Yeah, so I need Oreo to cover his poop. I need Oreo to cover his poop and to cover his pee. And again, Dr. Elsey's Ultra versus Boxiecat Pro. My suggestion, and this might be seem preliminary here, but until I get to actually try this on the little robot, and I will do a follow-up video to this as well. Initial thing is I feel like Boxiecat clumps cleaner than Elsey's Ultra. I feel that yeah, if you have an issue with the Elsey's Ultra, which is what we have, it sticks freaking upside down, and then we have these late clumps that delay. It's important to try different litters, and I will see, right, if Boxiecat Pro tends to be the superior litter to Elsey's as well. In terms of litter usage, it's hard for me to gauge because this one seems like it used more, but keep in mind, it's a lot more coarser than this one. So I feel like I have more litter left. This is the same amount of water, by the way. So let me scoop this up. Again, this is just water. Water and clean litter. Although it looks disgusting, it isn't. Ooh. Let's get that clump out. It looks like it was about the same amount of litter. So, yeah, I will have to report back to you and let you guys know how this thing works. Again, I wanted to move over from Elsey's because I got sick of the freaking poop sticking to the side walls and it just looking absolutely terrible. And Boxiecat Pro prompts Oreo to start covering his poop more because it's a lot more fine. Again, remember, this is water. This is clean litter. There's nothing wrong with it. Then I will stick over to using Boxiecat Pro. But in terms of like kicking it out, let me mimic it. Because this is a much lighter litter. Boxiecat Pro is a much lighter litter. Okay, if I use like 2 fingers, okay. Yeah, this is more heavier. If they want to kick it, this is heavier litter for sure. So this is definitely finer litter. Yeah, if I was a cat, if I was stepping on 2 litters, I'd rather step on Boxiecat for sure over Elsey's. Does it make a difference for Oreo? That is the big $1 million question. But yeah, if anybody is watching this stream and you guys were like torn between Elsey's and Boxy, right now, based on this stream alone, I would say you have to try both. You really have to try both. I cannot tell you concretely which one is better unless I see cat urine in here. And then I can see how it, like multiple uses of it, because then I could see the bottom if it starts looking chunky or whatnot. But I got to take the freaking litter robot apart and clean it and replace the litter with Boxiecat. I'm going to scrub the inside as well. So that way I can confidently say, like, you guys can see the bottom. It's completely clean. There's no residue on here. And I'm giving the Boxiecat Pro a fresh start. I'm also going to take out the old litter as well. So all the cat waste, I want to start this off fresh, clean, give it the best chance. Yeah, so let's see over here. Yeah, imagine a cat not even trying to cover its clumps. I don't know what Oreo was trying to do. Yeah, so let's see. Right? Do I think this would stick to a cat's litter? I've read differencing things. Some people say that it sticks on the cat's paws. I mean, I don't have a paw, right? But like if I stepped in litter, like it would be annoying to have these big freaking clumps in here versus the little one. But I expect Oreo to start tricking litter on his paws. But hopefully, right? Hopefully if he freaking pees, and let me do an experiment here, okay? This is gonna be a little much. So I put my hand over here and I wanted to see like how fast this thing, I didn't feel any ricochet. See? Look how fast this thing clumps. That's a fast clump. That is a really fast clump. See that? So this is the Boxy. And here is Elsey's over here. I'll put my finger over here. I want to see how fast this thing clumps. Oh, fuck. Okay. I think I'm just going to have to... I know this is a bigger clump. So let's see. Yeah. This is... It does clump, but it doesn't clump as cleanly as Boxy. Oh. This is so gross. It feels like, even when I feel the Boxy clump, it feels a lot more cleaner than the Elsey's. The Elsey feels like wet glue. It's kind of gross. It really is. Where's my napkin? So just feeling it, I can understand. I can kind of speculate that the Boxy is going to stick less to the litter robot than Elsey's. Let's do it again. I really should measure it out. Okay, let's see. Okay. See how the clump feels. Yeah, this falls apart easier. I feel like it does, at least. It feels, yeah, it really feels like wet glue. So I feel like, yeah, if Oreo steps in here, if he steps in the Elsey, there's more chance of him tricking litter on his back paw versus this one. If I have it, right? That was a fair amount, right? So this clumps up, but it doesn't, it feels more solid. It feels more solid than the Elsey's for sure. So I think preliminary, my guess, Boxy's gonna work better than Elsey's in terms of sticking. It's gonna stick less. It might look a little bit more aesthetic, but we will see. We will see how this thing is. I do have a whole bunch of litter over here. Someone's gonna look at this and be like, "Oh my gosh, Erica, why don't you just put it into the bag rather than have it on the ground?" It's okay. It's just water and litter. Not a big deal. And this is nothing that a broom and whatnot can't solve. Oh, crap. So, just making this thing look a little bit more aesthetic. But overall, feel-wise, if I was a cat, I'd rather stick to Boxy. If I peed, I feel like if I was a cat, I would have less chance of the urine rubbing off on me with Boxy versus Elsey's. Again, Elsey's when I feel it, it feels like wet glue. Boxy definitely hardens a bit more, and it's less sticky. It's less like goopy. And you can't really, it's hard for me to really describe it other than that, but you can even tell, right? This one's coarser. So imagine if you have like some kind of like glue and it's just kind of like, ooh, kind of gross feeling. This one feels more sanitary. Yeah, so I'm excited for the cats to try Boxy. You can see that there is some obviously clear clumps over here because of the water. But other than that, I think it's going to be a much better fit using Boxy. We will see how long this Boxy lasts. I'm a little worried because I think based on the usage for the little robot, right, it seems like every 2 days I have to refill a little. I don't think that this is going to last very long at all. And to be frank with you, I won't be surprised if we end up spending $30 a month on cat litter, which is kind of ridiculous when you think about it, for cat litter. But what can you do about it, right? What can you do about it? The other thing I could try to do is I could try to cut it with Elsey's and see if maybe like a 50-50 mixture could do it that way. I don't know how it would be. Right? But let's see. In the name of experimentation. So let's see over here. It still feels goopy. It still feels goopy, but who knows? So yeah, I'll see. I'll see if you can incorporate Elsey's, because we have a whole bunch of Elsey's in here. I would like to cut the Boxy if I could. Nobody wants to spend $30 on freaking cat litter every single month or more, because these cats seem to go through cat litter pretty freaking quickly. Yeah, it could be more than that for sure. So this bag is 16 pounds. Little robot holds, I believe, 10 pounds at a time, and I feel like every 2 days I gotta refill the litter up with a little bit more Elsie's. So this could definitely be a money pit. I've said it before and I'll say it again. The litter robot, please do not think that this is a one-time investment into $500 and that's it. If you have like a cat like Oreo, it could be even more money, because you might be on search, you're trying to find the best litter for this cat. And most people go with Dr. Elsey's, and they're fine. You know, they're fine with Dr. Elsey's Ultra, but for Oreo, it's just not gonna cut it. I already know like all the smearing issues with that is most likely Oreo cat. Just cause like, you know, you see it. Yesterday I got lucky. I think he covered his poop, so I didn't see any smears. But today's a different story. So I got to hit in there with the freaking Glandex wipe. Wipe it down. Glandex wipes are absolutely amazing, but we've been going through Glandex wipes so much because now I have to worry about Oriole's back paw, right? And I don't know how to prevent this cat from. I think I have to buy the little robot fence, and hopefully that encourages him to move forward because the night light isn't working. Having a string with a penny doesn't work. Physically pushing him doesn't work in there very well. And he's just used to it. You know, he's used to just stepping into the litter box, even with the old litter box, and just saying like, okay, I'm a pee right here at the edge. And I really need him to turn around. I really, really need him to turn around, and I don't know how to get him to turn around. So, yeah. I've tried many others. I like the ones that control odor the best. Arm & Hammer. Yeah, I've heard good things about the Arm & Hammer litter. So I'm gonna try Boxy. See how this works. I'll get back to you guys probably maybe tomorrow, maybe in a week or so, and then let you guys know how it is, and report back, right? But I really think that Boxy will be superior to Elsey's. I could be wrong. We're gonna be able to see on the bottom, right, how much more cleaner it is when they do cycle. And if this happens to be the litter that prevents Oreo from having his poop smears all over the place, I will be so happy. I will be delighted. But again, right, you watch this thing clumps really freaking fast. So imagine if your Oreo's poop and you're sitting here for 15 minutes. By the time 15 minutes elapse, this poop will be much harder. Versus Elsey's, it just kind of like does this kind of like wet, mushy, crumbly kind of poop. And it's just like, this is such a, like, it's like, they call it hard clumping, but this is really like soft clumping. It crumbles really easily, I feel. And I think part of it is due to the coarse texture of it. So if you have a finer one, this clumps better than this one. See? So this is more solid. And yeah, I could break it in half, but it takes more force. And then even if it clumps, I feel like, yeah, it doesn't really stick around as much. But we will see. You know, we will see. I just don't want it to stick on the freaking walls. That's for sure. So all this little experimentation over here. How much litter does a robot need in a month? I can't answer you that. I don't measure how much pounds of litter we put inside. I just know that if it looks a little low, then I have to refill it. And right now I'm kind of saying every 2 days I think I have to refill the litter. So that's a lot different than the old litter. The old litter, you know, with 30 pounds at one time, it's like I felt like I was rarely refilling the litter. I was just scooping every day. Yeah. Yeah, so the best litter would be one that hardens quickly, that doesn't stick to the walls. And that's why when I talk about this stuff, I mentioned this one's more like glue, right? So if it's like glue, you got to figure that if you're the walls of the litter robot, it sticks pretty freaking well. And I don't want this, I want this to be a solid clump. I don't want this to be like Elmer's glue. But yeah, you don't have to worry about this glue issue if you had a traditional litter box. If you have a traditional litter box, it's like so freaking what? Not a big deal. You just grab the giant scoop and you scoop it out. But if it's rotating, that's when it makes a big difference about which kind of litter you want to have. So this stuff, I'm gonna clean the litter box. I gotta wipe it down, and we will see how it goes. This will be quite something. And you know what, actually, I shouldn't do this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Actually, you know what, never mind. I was gonna take it apart and show you how it is, but I have a good feeling you guys already know how it is. So let's see over here. Okay, let's do this. So let's turn this thing off. Let's see, turn off. Oh crap, turn off. There we go, turn off. And I will take off the back cover. I'm just gonna take it apart. So you just hold these two clips on the side. There's the bonnet. And what I want to show you is, see, so I took down the bonnet. Here's this globe. The freaking globe is huge. So I'm going to lift this baby. Oh my gosh, this is freaking big. There we go. So you can see how quickly I disassembled that. That was really fast. But you can also see, when you look at the hole here, oops, you can see where the litter falls through. See that? But then you also have litter that went over here and over here in this crack. So it definitely adds up. The freaking smell is crazy right now. I'm gonna change this thing out and report back to you guys later after I wipe this thing down, hit it with some odor eliminator, and whew, this thing just smells terrible. And in case you guys did not know what I've been doing for this thing, this was just changed out yesterday, I believe. I do have baking soda over here. I do have a odor eliminator here, and even then, and a carbon filter, which I installed not too long ago. This does not help with this freaking stench over here. So all that stuff, right? All that stuff is just like, oh. So yeah, see. So this isn't a mat. This is actually the chute where the litter goes down, and it accumulates. It gets trapped right at the edges there. See right here. So yeah, it's like it just smells freaking noxious. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't think it's really that in itself. I think it's the fact that litter gets all into like small little areas. See that part, like that and that, and but I'm gonna have to wipe everything down, and this is probably gonna take me a good 30 minutes to do, and then hit it with the odor eliminator as well. Oh, the mat on the floor of the globe. You mean this? This thing? So this thing, it is some, it's some, they sell a generic version of this, but they said that this is supposed to keep the fumes in. Now my concern is I'm not just worried about keeping the fumes in, I want to get the freaking fume away. So I was hoping, right? Oh, inside of the globe. Oh yeah, yeah, the liner. Yeah, the liner has to be cleaned, but here's the thing. You're not supposed to be having to do maintenance of the liner every 2 weeks. They recommend they say clean it once a month or once every couple months, and I've had this little robot for less than a month, and this thing smells noxious already. So I have to clean that up. I have an odor eliminator spray. I'm going to hit it with that. And all this stuff, right? It's more work than a traditional litter box. However, it does have the convenience of it scooping the poop. It's just like, man, you pass by this thing, it's like, when's the last time you cleaned this thing? I took out the poop 2 days ago, and it just freaking piles up. So again, if you guys want to look at this is the amount of poop that the cats have in 2 days. The good thing about this is that you don't have to touch it. See, you can lift the bag up, and then the cats just do their business that way. I was thinking about switching it over because we have a 13-gallon in here to a 7-gallon instead, because you can see how it kind of like goes up, and then it can hit the DFI sensor over here. No, no. They say like once a month or once every couple months, but this is just like, oh my gosh, this freaking smell, you guys. So this is actually, this smells like I never cleaned the litter box for the cats for about a week. And yeah, I have an odor eliminator thing and odor absorber over here. You know what it makes like? It doesn't get rid of the scent. Contrary to what people might think for this thing, it smells like lime plus litter. You know, like lemon lime plus litter. I think that I need to use some sort of ammonia spray for this thing, or so, and see if that works. But I can't wait to use Boxiecat. But yeah, Boxiecat, and then see how this thing is for sure. But ugh. So, I will talk to you guys later. And I gotta, you know what? Actually, I don't even know why I did this because I gotta empty out the freaking litter in the globe. So, I gotta put it back together and then empty out the litter and then yeah. So, you guys take care. And yeah. So we use this let me pull this up. We use this one, which works pretty damn well. It's called Angry Orange Odor Eliminator. If you're wondering, like, why do you use so much? Yeah, we actually use quite a bit because freaking Oreo sometimes poops outside the litter box. And or then I have to say, like, God, I gotta hit it with some odor eliminator spray. So, all this stuff definitely adds up for sure. And at the end of it, right, I hope I find the solution for the litter robot. I hope I might be asking too much, but I really hope Boxiecat can cut down the freaking odor, and then hopefully Oreo covers his poop, and hopefully, I think I'm gonna have to get the litter robot fence for Oreo, trying to encourage his tail to move the other way. But yeah, I think that costs $20 for the little robot fence, and then I have to hit $35 to get free shipping, so I have to buy another $15 worth of stuff. And yeah, I've tried the other things though. I've tried blinding him with the nightlight. I've tried the string and the penny. I've tried making a little roof, and it just doesn't work for Oreo Cat. So he's making life a little harder. In the event that it doesn't work out very well, right? And what I say by this is like, let's say I get the little robot fence and it doesn't work. I am going to be, I don't know what to do about Oreo. I don't know how to get him to turn the other way. And to be frank with you, if I can't get him to turn the other way, I might actually switch over to a regular litter box because as much as I want Oreo to like this little robot, if he doesn't use it correctly, it actually becomes much more of a hassle for me to have to wipe his paws. You guys get what I'm saying? Like me wiping his paws and chasing after him every time he pees is worse than having to scoop the litter every single day. And that's just like one of those things that yeah, I just have to come to accept. But I just need Oreo to pee correctly in the litter box and not have his tail stick out. So I will talk to you guys later. And I guess I want to say, as funny as this is, like prayers for Oreo to turn the correct way. If you guys have any other suggestions how I can get this cat to face the correct way, let me know. Did I try catnip spray? I don't know how catnip spray. I mean, like, I don't have a problem with Oreo getting inside of here. I just need him to face the other way. Um, yeah, I need him to face forward. And I'm not too sure how catnip plus his urine will really attract him. Yeah, so, all this stuff, it's just like, oh. Hannah, do you have any suggestion? How can I get Oreo to face the correct way rather than facing his butt towards me? Because you guys have seen Clinton's video, Clinton pees the right way. He faces us, he faces the camera, and he does his business. But Oreo is just like, he walks in and he just pops his squat. Yeah, no, he doesn't care about the twine either. He just like he ignores my string and he just like does his business. Even a penny, even a pipe cleaner, he just doesn't care. He's just like I'm gonna walk past it and pop a squat right then and there. The only time he goes sideways seems to be when he poops, but when he pees, he just walks in and he doesn't turn around. And yeah, I don't know how to fix that at all. Oh, put catnip spray on the twine. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, maybe, maybe. You know what? I'll try it. I'll try it. I'm gonna try Boxiecat, see if that makes a difference with his peeing thing. If that doesn't, then yeah, I'll try the catnip thing. But I want to take it one step at a time. And I don't think switching him over to a better litter is going to cause him to change his habits, but at least maybe it'll prevent the smears. And I don't know how the ricochet from the freaking pee is because his freaking butt is facing us, but maybe the I don't know. I don't think that's it. I think the pee is hitting his back leg not because it's not getting absorbed by the litter, but because of the angle. Yeah, okay. So Hannah says Oreo is special. Yeah. Yeah, Oreo's very special. So, yeah, I will talk to you guys later. I hope this stream was helpful to you guys, and at least you got to see Oreo use a litter box. This was really great timing for Oreo. You guys also got to see that beautiful freaking smear, and I'm gonna have to grab some freaking Glandex wipes and wipe that freaking smear. Oh, I thought you meant to encourage him to come inside. I didn't know that you meant, but yeah, that's what I was thinking. I didn't know you meant like face the other way. So maybe, right? Maybe if I put catnip in there, he'll face the correct way. But, yeah, maybe that'll work. Maybe. We will see. I do have catnip spray. I do have catnip. But I don't want the cats to like, I don't know. That could actually work. That could actually work. Really, it could. Okay. So, yeah, I won't get ahead of myself. I gotta clean this thing up and empty out all this litter, and I will talk to you guys later. I shall see ya.